Kursk is a city in western Russia near the border with Ukraine. It has strategic importance and has been mentioned in the context of military activities, especially during the current conflict. It's also historically known for the Battle of Kursk during World War II, one of the largest tank battles in history. The conflict between Russia and Ukraine has been ongoing since 2014, starting with Russia's annexation of Crimea and escalating with a full-scale invasion launched in February 2022. The war involves territorial disputes, political tensions, and deep humanitarian crises. The conflict began in 2014 with Russia's annexation of Crimea following Ukraine's Euromaidan revolution, which ousted the pro-Russian president Viktor Yanukovych. On February 24, 2022, Russia launched a large-scale invasion of Ukraine, citing reasons like NATO expansion and claims to denazify Ukraine. These claims have been widely discredited internationally. The war has caused significant destruction, with major battles in cities like Kiev, Kherson, Mariupol, and Bakhmut. It has also resulted in widespread sanctions against Russia and billions in military aid to Ukraine. Humanitarian impact. Millions of Ukrainians have fled their homes, creating one of the largest refugee crises in Europe since World War II. Kursk is a Russian city close to the Ukrainian border. It has strategic importance because of its proximity to the conflict zone, military activity. Kursk and its surrounding region have reportedly been used as staging grounds for Russian military operations. The area has also been targeted by drone strikes, allegedly carried out by Ukrainian forces as part of Ukraine's strategy to disrupt Russian logistics and supply chains. Historical context. The city is famous for the Battle of Kursk 1943 during World War II, a decisive Soviet victory against Nazi Germany and one of the largest tank battles in history. This legacy adds symbolic weight to the region in Russian military culture. Regions near Kursk have faced rising instability due to the conflict, with reports of explosions, sabotage, and border skirmishes. Civilians. There have been evacuations and heightened security measures in the Kursk region due to fears of attacks spilling over from Ukraine. The war has reshaped global politics, creating new alliances and tensions. NATO has expanded, with Finland and Sweden applying for membership, partly as a response to Russian aggression. Energy crises and food supply disruptions have also emerged as global issues, given Ukraine's role as a major grain exporter and Russia's influence in energy markets. President Vladimir Putin has asserted that Russia holds the upper hand along the entire front line in Ukraine, marking a critical turning point in the conflict. He announced that 430,000 Russians have voluntarily enlisted in the army over the past year. Russian forces have reportedly captured 1,700 square miles of Ukrainian territory and continue to advance, targeting key towns like Kharkov and Pokrovsk. A friendly fire incident in Kursk, Russia, resulted in the death of 8 Russian paramilitary soldiers from the Chechen Akhmat unit, reportedly at the hands of North Korean troops. This mishap occurred due to the language barrier between the North Korean soldiers and the Russian forces. North Korean troops misidentified their allies, leading to the fatal attack. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky mentioned significant North Korean casualties during the battles in Kursk, with at least 30 soldiers killed or wounded and 3 missing. Despite the losses, Russia plans to deploy more North Korean soldiers to Kursk and potentially other frontline locations. Ukraine conducted a sabotage operation that destroyed a massive Russian train carrying 3.2 million pounds worth of oil. The train, consisting of 40 wagons, was traveling through the occupied Zaporizhzhia region when it was first hit by a bomb planted on the tracks by Ukraine's military intelligence, the GRU. Subsequently, U.S.-supplied HIMARS missiles struck the locomotive and the rear wagons, followed by Ukrainian drones that devastated the rest of the train. This attack not only destroyed the train, also blocked a crucial rail line used by Russia. Millions of civilians remain displaced, with many living in precarious conditions in Ukraine and neighboring countries. Russian missile and drone attacks on Ukrainian cities have intensified, targeting civilian infrastructure like energy grids, leading to widespread power outages as winter sets in.